A couple of videos ago, I asked you guys if you will be playing Persona 5 the Phantom X now with the English mod or you want to wait for the English official version. And many of you mentioned that you prefer to wait for the official version and because that will give the time for the game to improve and be more polished when it's ready. So today, let's just take a look at what Persona 5X has been up to in their most recent update, because there is a lot of interesting improvement in quality of life. There is also information about how well Persona 5X is doing in terms of profit and should we be concerned. First, there is an interview with the dev, which was held late last month, and right now there is some problem that they're trying to address. First of all, there is a progress on the character story issue. In the previous post, due to limit processing time, some information related to character story was not fully explained. So they will be adding more story. Other issue they having is recent optimization update. We will be implementing a batch of practical optimization update, and here are some key details. We have received a lot of player feedback about basic experience issues since the public test. The unresolved issues such as blurry graphics on mobile, slow battle process, and difficulty selecting target in battles will be optimized in the near future. Now, I actually have the note for the 1.3.2, which coming up pretty soon, but I want to share you guys all this problem that they're trying to address first. So I won't be reading how they're going to fix it because we will be reading that when I read the patch note. So next, they have a problem with the difficulty of character upgrading has always troubled players. To provide a better upgrading experience, we will elevate the upgrade pressure through the following new optimization. Beside the battle, we want players to have a better experience in various features in gameplay. So those were the three main things that they want to address. Let's take a look at the 1.3.2 patch overview that's coming up and see how they will address all this issue. In a certain place of cognitive space, there exists a spatial palace currently managed by the shadow Bessa. To prevent the palace, which is missing a secret treasure, from collapsing, Bessa regularly hosts game parties here. These events are broadcast to increase the desires of the shadow. Captain, are you ready to join the party? Banner read ups. Yaling Lee and Hina Nishimori read up. Note, after this update, 2 regular contracts characters will have a limited time read ups. The draw for these 2 characters are in separate banners, with the first 2 tenpu in each banner costing only 8 Faded Destiny. So I'm assuming it's a reduction from before. Both banners share the same pity cult, which will carry over to the 1.3.3 after the events end. The 1.3.2 limited time rate up characters, 5-star weapon will be available in the permanent weapons supplies, and captains can set the rate ups weapons themselves. Now, the way that the rate up system works in P5X, at least from when I was playing it, is that you can choose what character you want to get when you reach a certain amount number of pool, and I'm assuming that's still the same. Continuing on, Shatai has hidden many treasures in Soshigaya. It is said that if you feed Shatai a few ginger flavor cat cans, it will give you a treasure. Complete daily tasks to earn cat can and obtain more treasure. Lafayette business goal has been updated with phase 3 and 4. Completing this goal will reward player with selectable 5-star Phantom Thief character, fragment non-limited, selectable 5-star weapons non-limited, a large amount of upgrade material, and personal copies. So as you can see, they're giving out a lot of stuff. Merope side story unlocked at Confidants level 11 and 13. This is the thing that we read about, and they're gonna add a lot of side story to many character. That one is Merope, and here we have Hina and Minami also get a side story. This is the new, it's the new banner before the newest one. I believe this banner is before Yusuke, which is the newest one. Music Club side story as well, and Shimizu side story quest. Adding ambition and vision of life goes on to rhythm game mode. So a lot of mini game stuff also get an update as well. New season of Trail in the Sea of Soul added weekly to the game. So interestingly, they mentioned earlier in the Q&A as well that people are having problem upgrading the character. So they're making more stuff for the player to do for them to get rewards so that they were able to use them to upgrade their character. BP now has the cash up mechanic that give a boost to a player on a certain level when doing daily tasks. So while I'm not 100% sure what that mean, that the cash up mechanic is probably mean that like if you haven't doing it for a while, there's something that there to help you be able to cash out faster for the people that do them every day. Persona Dungeon Pity added 4 stages with 0-1 drop chances. Added 3 times speed in combat. This is nice because phone games can be really time consuming. While you can all the stuff, it still can take long waiting for everything to finish. It's really nice to be able to times 3 the speed. Added confirmation for attack target for mobile and optimization. There was a problem mentioned earlier that people were having a hard time selecting the target they want. So now I guess they had it confirmed so that you know exactly what target you're selecting before you attack. Player profile now show Phantom Thief awareness level and weapon reformed. This is addressing to that problem where people need more information on the card to make a decision faster. Added a third boss option to guild raids. SOS reward increase. More rainbow coin has been added to all rank. 150 extra when players reach rank 4 for the first time after the version update. Players who have already claimed rank 4 reward before the update will receive retroactive reward from mail. Blank Destiny added for player that reached rank 5. Universe Echo added for player that reached rank 6. Timing Ink added for player that reached rank 6. Arcane Printers player are able to choose on wish set and main stat for Moon, Star, Planet with the new item. So I'm sure a lot of you that did not play this, including me myself, don't really know what all this contents mean. But overall, from the sense that we're getting from reading it is that they're trying to make upgrading the character easier by giving more stuff for you to do to increase the reward. And that's probably mean that it will take longer for you to do everything that you need to do in a day. But having the time to speed will help that to quite a good extent. When I was playing it, there was an issue with the optimization, and from the Q&A, they also mentioned that that will be improved in this patch as well. Hopefully it's better now. Okay, so moving on. Persona 5X news and info also shared the P5X renew in China and Korean. And apparently it's been taking a deep dive. Now you can see that it's dropped like even below Tower of Fantasy and Blue Archive and making about the same money right now as Fate Grand Order, which is much older title. So should you be worried? You have this guy here saying what happens and this other guy saying that, oh no, please make it to America. However, some other people also mentioned that this is actually nothing to be worried about. Everyone acting like this is a big deal, but it honestly makes sense. We all know Yosuke banner was coming and the past 2 banner was pretty meh. So everyone just saved up and didn't spend. Plus even for the deep dive, there are still decent revenue numbers. This is probably true. Can't really blame people for not spending. Bui and Marines aren't a must-have, to be honest. It's pretty normal if you're not from Hoyoverse, especially when Persona fanbase is divided when it's come to mobile. It may goes up against whenever they release new characters. Makes sense, most game highest revenue months is usually their first couple of months, was expecting a drop off. Note, the cutoff of revenue data is at May 24th, meaning that this doesn't show Yosuke release revenue. As per why it took nosedive, we all know Mega 10 players are not an easy to warm up to new characters. We are going to expect a big increase when next month roll out. That said, the most recent news that we have about the official English version is from Midori, and she still mentioned that the game will still come out as planned. And the most recent tweet about Persona 5X that she posted is, Atlus and Sega originally wanted to market P5X to global audience at Anime Expo 2024. Anime Expo is a major event to Atlus and Sega, and it is an event that both companies want to expand on with new information on existing IPs. So after she posted that, some people asked her stuff like, does this mean that they have changed plan? Or will it still be announced at Anime Expo? The reason people ask is because she used the word originally, so that makes it sound like did they change their plan? And originally doesn't mean anything in this sentence, it is just word I use. I haven't heard anything on P5X plan right now, but Atlus and Sega are more involved in Japanese and Western marketing for P5X. I don't have any news information right now, but the global release of P5X is not delayed and the global release is still in development and moving forward. With that said, I think it's still blurry if Persona 5X will show up in the May Expo or not. Feel free to let me know how you interpreted what Midori has said and what do you think about that revenue drop of Persona 5X. But that's it for today's video, so have a good day and see you on the next one.